is Tina, and I'm glad that you're with me today. Right now, I'm talking on the steps of my homeschool. So, usually I have everything done and all that prepped and prim and proper, hair done, nice little shirt or whatever. But today, I'm just doing all natural. So y'all just gonna have to deal with me today. But as you see in my description, I am talking about a mother's tears, homeschool struggles. And most of us have dealt with that, where we have shed a few tears through our homeschool. We have had our ups and downs with homeschooling. It's not always peaches and cream. Although it is a great blessing to be able to homeschool, but it comes with its own set of struggles and challenges. In particular, say for example, you have a child that has a learning disability, or they don't even have to have a learning disability. They can have learning difference, and you're, as the mom or whoever's homeschooling, trying to figure out that child's unique learning style. No matter what you do, you buy curriculum after curriculum. Hey, Barbara. And I hope you heard that you won the science giveaway. So get in contact with me so I can send you your giveaway ASAP. So many of us, we shed tears. We shed tears, and I'm just going to be honest. We shed tears because we want the best for our children. We want our children to learn. We want them to thrive. We want them to be able to succeed in anything that they're doing. So when we find like this roadblock or this hurdle, and as parents, we want to fix everything. So we're trying everything. And if you're trying everything to help your child that has a learning difference, and everything you're trying seems like it's not working, it is so stressful, so overwhelming, and you feel powerless. But I just want to tell you, if you're in that situation or in this situation right now, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Because the reason why I say this is because I personally have dealt with that on several different occasions, dealing with feeling less than of, feeling like what I'm doing is not enough, feeling like maybe I'm failing my kids in some type of way because they're not at this certain point according to my timetable. And we have to realize that every child learns on their own unique timetable. I know that school systems and we personally have the time frame in our minds in which we feel our child should have reached this milestone at this particular time based on that particular child's age and grade and all this other mumbo jumbo. But the fact of the matter is, everybody learns at a different rate, a different pace. Sometimes they learn something really, really fast. Sometimes it takes several months for them to get just one concept thoroughly without you having to reteach everything over again. So it's nothing wrong with you having those moments and you shed a couple of tears, because don't hold that stuff in. If you need to shed a couple of tears, shed the tears, then try to find a resolution for whatever the problem is. Like, I was talking with a homeschool mom today that is a very strong-willed, very loving, very nurturing mom, very accomplished mom. I mean, she's not just a homeschool mom. She actually went to university. She has accreditation behind her name. So it's not like she's not very thorough with the educational process. She has experience. She taught middle school, high school, and everything like that. And she homeschooled, but yet she still is at the milestone with one of her children where she just feels exasperated, and not in a negative way like this child is wearing her down, because it's not that, because the child tries and the child is very enthusiastic about learning, but she just have never dealt with this particular learning difference before. So one thing that I appreciate about her is that she reached out. In my case, she reached out to me. So because she knew that I have a child that has a learning difference as well. So if you know someone within the homeschool community or even within the public school that you're friends with and their children in school, and you know that they have a certain different learning difference and it's similar or maybe similar to your child's learning style, talk with them. Don't be ashamed or feel like you got to keep it a secret that something wrong with you or something wrong with your teaching is the reason why your child is not learning this at this particular time. It's not you, because you're doing everything that you can do. It's just that you have to learn how to address this unique child's learning style from their perspective and not your own. So when I start thinking outside the box, dealing with my son with reading, I had to go from a total out in left field approach dealing with my son with reading with his dyslexia. I could not approach it. I try to approach it from the aspect of how they teach you in public school, or even some homeschool curriculums, how they did it with the vowel sounds and all this stuff. I was approaching it from that way. Well, guess what? It didn't work. It did not work for my son. So I had to sit down and really, with a lot of tears and a lot of anxiety and pressure, really sit back and really study my child. My child became my assignment. I really sat back and watched the way he learns, the way he does different things, the way he approaches reading, the way why he doesn't like to read this type of way, or, things that he in order for me to be able to teach him thoroughly. And let go of how everything's supposed to go, or what we are taught the way that reading's supposed to go. So once I did that, I was able to figure out a way to teach him how to read. And I must admit, it is working. It is working to the fact that my child, who is very, very dyslexic, was able to read a very, very difficult Bible reading that the average adult cannot, we don't even know the pronunciation of these words properly. And it's in Matthew chapter 3 and verse 1, or 1, Matthew 1 through 17. It's the beginning of Matthew. I'll tell you what it's about. It's in Matthew, where it reads about Jesus' family history. With all the names. Yeah, brother, with all the names, dealing with the Bible history. Well, my son had to read this Bible reading for his assignment for our congregation, because we are in ministry school. So his assignment was to read the family history of Jesus. Now, most adults, including myself, that's difficult for. And then when you add on that you have a child with dyslexia, now that's a whole nother can of worms. And the fact that he not only read it, but he read it well, and he read it with an untraditional way of addressing reading. So I have to make sure when he reads, I also have the way the words sound written over the top of the word. So I had the correct spelling of the word, and then over the top I always include the way the words sound when you say it, the way it's pronounced. So sometime in the English language, the way that we pronounce a word is not necessarily the way the word sounds or looks when you look at it. So I have to make sure that he sees the correct spelling, and also he hears the way it sounds, and I write the word out the way it sounds over the top of the correctly spelled word. So then he's able to decipher and be able to get recognition of what the word is, and also be able to read fluently. So that's what we did. My son read it. It brought tears to my eyes. He overcame his struggle. He overcame his anxiety. Now, he was nervous. I'm not going to lie. He was nervous. And I was too. I was sweating in the audience. But he did very, very well. And it was so much so that the congregation just clapped and applauded. It was so loud that it was kind of overwhelming. They was like, wow, he's doing so well. And I know that had to be Holy Spirit. But anyway, I'm not going to get on that tangent right now. But it was just amazing. So that just goes to show, sometimes if you approach things from a different, untraditional way, it works better for a child that has a learning difference than the traditional way. So if you find that you're homeschooling and you hitting that block, you keep hitting that block, that crossroad where no matter what you do, the child is not getting. Well, it's not the child. It's the way that the information is being presented to them. So figure out a new, exciting way, untraditional, to help them figure out how to do it. And once you do that, you will see it. And don't feel like, oh, well, being that I'm not teaching the traditional way, I'm failing my child. No, you're not, because you're helping your child to be able to succeed in the way in which they learn, and not in the way in which someone say you have to learn in order to do this. So that's my little tidbit. I have shared many tears. I'm probably going to still continue to share some tears throughout the years. But I just want to let you know, rest assured that it's going to be okay. You just figure it out. Reach out, outsource for help. Speak to ones that you know are can identify with your situation. Someone who is not judgmental, someone that you can trust, someone that you can divulge your information to without feeling criticized or judged. Because you don't want to go to a person who feels like they're nitpicking or judging. That's going to make the situation or exacerbate the situation. Just make sure the person who you pick is someone that is non-biased. You know what I'm saying? So they can really help you. That's why I personally, I love being an educational coach. I love what I do because it's those moments help when I can help that one mom that's going through that situation and help them see there's light at the end of the tunnel. Then I know I did my job right. So, and it gives me the motivation to keep on going when I know that I can help somebody that really needed help, or help boost their confidence. Because when you're homeschooling, you're great, you're awesome because you're doing it. So, and it's not an easy task to undergo, but the fact that you're doing it and you're continuously trying and you're doing what you got to do for your child because you love them and you want the best for them, well, guess what? You are great. And never forget that. You're going to have those ups and downs. You're going to be like me in your PJs trying to look together when you're not together. But anyway, no makeup, so don't judge. But at any rate, I just want to come on and just talk to you guys just a little bit, just to let you know I know where you're coming from. It's going to get better. We're here doing this journey together. It's going to be okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. And I'm here. If you need an educational coach, I'm always here. Or if you could find somebody else that you trust, that you would like to talk to them. It will be okay. And I just want to just tell you about that. We all share tears sometime. It's okay. Let's share the tears and keep it moving. And we'll help each other. And our baby's going to be just fine. So, at any rate, that's all I had to say. And I kind of went on a tangent, and I'm sorry. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit to give you some motivation, encouragement, and stuff. Because I know a lot of people have different goals they want to set for 2018. And I do as well. So, together, we're going to do it. Bye, Barbara. Thank you for watching. I'm getting ready to cut off anyway, so you're not missing too much. I'm getting ready to go. Okay, hey, and the Check Academy. So this is Tina from Lakeshore Academy. You guys have a great day and be positive and don't give up. We're all in this journey together and we can do it, and our baby's gonna be just fine. Have a great day. Bye.